Hello, and welcome to Great Newsome Brewery. I'd like to show you how our beers are made.
Let you know how it all began.
I'll introduce you to some of our team and see the range of beers we produce. From field to firkin to pulling the perfect pint. It's midsummer in deepest East Yorkshire, and as you can see, the combines are already rolling. They're going to be working day and night to harvest the fields of barley you can see behind me. This field alone would produce hundreds of thousand pints of our award-winning beer. Using the finest ingredients in our beers is all important to us. For example, hops. We use hops from a wide range of countries from all over the world, and we use Yorkshire ones where possible. These Pilgrim hops make fantastic bittering, and we've used them in a number of our beers. Whereas these Cascade hops here add a fantastic fruity edge to the beers, and we've used those in 1 and 2.
Hi, my name's Nick, and I do the brewing down at the Great Newsome Brewery. So the first part of the process is to mix our malted barley with water in the mash tun. This process takes around about 75 minutes. The next stage is we run liquid over the top of the grains. This is then pumped out the bottom and into the copper. The copper takes an hour and a half to come to the boil. We add various hops throughout this process. Hops at the beginning, hops halfway through, and hops 5 minutes before the end. Once the copper has finished boiling, we then transfer the liquid from the copper into our fermenters. We then add our yeast, and the beer takes between 5 and 7 days to ferment. Once it's finished fermenting, we transfer the beer to our conditioning tanks. The beer is then ready to be casked up and shipped out to your local pub for you to enjoy.
Back in 2013, we won a World Beer Award for Frothingham Best. We were really surprised. No more so than myself, because I'd forgotten I'd even entered the award, and it wasn't until a customer contacted us to congratulate us. Frothingham Best has gone on to be one of our best sellers.
I think what makes our beer so good is the fact that we use our own malting barley, and another reason is we have our own yeast strain, which is unique to Great Newsome Brewery.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, here at the Great Newsome Brewery. I help manage the farm. Amongst the jobs that I do on the farm, one is harvesting the malting barley, which goes into the brewery to make a perfect pint, which you can enjoy down at your local pub.
What makes our beer so good is that we use our own malting barley and we brew it with passion. My name's Doreen, and I work in Great Newsome Brewery office, selling cask ale and bottles to the customers on the telephone and in the brewery shop.
The Hodgsons have farmed here for just over 100 years. I am, my brother, are 4th generation farmers. We and the 5th generation on the way. In 2007, we decided to start a new business, which was Great Newsome Brewery. We wanted to start something that would fit in well with the farming business as it was, and use some of the assets that we had here, the old farm buildings, passion for starting something new. And so we looked at perhaps starting a brewery. My parents were very passionate about rail ales before it was as fashionable as it is now, and we holidayed quite often in the southwest, and they would look and find all the different beers and taste them, which we didn't necessarily find around here. That sort of stuck with us, and it was sort of something that gave us a passion about and the sort of inspiration to sort of maybe look at starting a new brewery. We wanted to keep a link between our farming heritage and the beers that we were producing. So we were looking for names that we could use that we'd been inspired by through the farm. So for example, Sleck Dust. That word came from my grandfather, who used to drive a combine harvester, even when the modern ones were about. And rather than having an air-conditioned cab, he just liked to be out in the open, covered in dust. And although he wasn't a big drinking man, at the end of the day he couldn't wait to sleck the dust, and hence why that name stuck. Frothingham best, it comes from the small hamlet where the brewery's based. It used to be called Frothingham, and we thought, what a fantastic name for a beer. And we've used names like that all the time to produce our products and make them a little bit quirky.
I've been drinking Frothingham's in here for the last 5 years. It's a real ale, and I love real ales.
After a hard day's work, Frothinghams Best is one of the best beers I've had in this pub. It's very good beer.
Thank you for watching. We hope you've learnt about how we make our beers and enjoyed meeting some of the team here at our award-winning East Yorkshire Brewery.
Cheers!